Shut up. What's up? Thanks for tuning in to the Food Talk Real Talk YouTube channel. Here starting episode 2 of Sippin' Something Sundays with our guest. This is my mom. So I wanted to start bringing on people to do this. I think it'd be kind of fun to do it in a blind tasting. I know which ones they are. She doesn't know which ones they are.
I don't.
So they're both from 2 different regions. We're doing Chardonnays. 2 different regions. One reason why I wanted to do this is because Chardonnays are one of the types of grapes that can grow almost anywhere. So you can get different flavor points from different areas. It can grow in China, South Africa, Napa, Washington, Oregon, New York. No? All right, fine. But it can grow almost anywhere in the country. Because of that, they all have different flavors, different taste of each bottle. Yeah, that works.
Sounds fine to me.
Fine. So what I have are 2 different ones, 2 different price ranges as well. One is around $14.99, and the other one can be around $37. So I want to, as we're tasting it, at the end, I want to see if she can guess which one is which, and guess the price too. Not that that makes a difference, because they're both delicious, but I always find that interesting. And a lot of people are always curious if something's like $40, is it that much better versus a $15 one? So I will say...
And I think sometimes that depends on the way it's made, right?
True.
So whether it has the oak chips or it's in oak or in steel.
See, I told you guys, this is what I grew up with.
Right. I was the one that was a wino and a wine snob.
So I will say that one of them is from the Pacific Northwest and the other one is from Napa. The reasons for those ones is one, because we live in California, so they're the easiest ones to find. I know reps for both of them, so I was able to get them. Can't find ones in China or South Africa, or the ones that I named. The ones in Napa, definitely in the warmer environments, you're going to taste a lot more tropicalness, a lot more fruits, mangoes, guavas, pineapples. Ones in colder climates, you'll get more of a tartness to it. So, with that being said, let's do wine 1.
Okay.
Gotta do this. See? Swivs it around. Gotta let it breathe. Gotta let it's been stuck in
Gotta have the right
bottles.
stemware with this too.
I got flack for people from saying I don't have that. I didn't have that in the other ones. That's what you got.
So this one to me,
No sniff sniff.
it's got a nice body to it. I smell vanilla. I smell butter.
Which that can come from the barrels being like oak. Because the oak can distribute a lot of vanilla and caramel flavors to it. And these are both ones that she's had too. I'm definitely playing this. I think this one's delicious.
It's lovely. It really is. It's
Their winery is cool too. I got to go there one time.
We don't have crackers to like separate this stuff.
Your mom told me we needed crackers. I
We-
need to do this with crackers.
We have crackers. We definitely have crackers. If you're doing a tasting to differentiate between the two, I would always have something so that you're tasting more of the wine versus having it mix.
Cracker?
Just a little bit. The crackers taste like garlic, so I'm not sure that helps or not.
Nice crackers, nonetheless. Anybody else's parents put all their stuff in a gallon-sized bag, so you have no clue what cracker you're supposed to grab, anyways?
Okay. So, I like the finish to this one. It's got a very clean finish, but it leaves a nice.
Aroma?
It's got a nice aroma, but it leaves a nice velvetyness in your mouth. The dogs are cleaning out their palates as well.
Which, velvet, how would you describe velvet? So I got questions when I was describing the Cabernets, like when I say dry, the extreme example is like if you dried sandpaper on your tongue, that's the most extreme example. It sits there, it's the dry feeling to it. How would you describe velvet?
So to me, it's like having, I don't know, it's more of just having a residue still in your mouth. You still got it there. It's very smooth. It doesn't have any bite going down. So that's the way I'd describe it.
It's not dry at all.
What do you think?
I think it's delicious.
So there's no sandpaper. I don't know if I would ever
No.
drink a wine that tasted like
Well,
sandpaper.
like dry, because you have the tannin, so it just has that dry feeling that kind of sits in your tongue where you're saying it's smooth and it goes back, which kind of, if you got something that was a smooth velvetyness, it wouldn't sit on you like that.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that.
So that is bottle number 1.
Okay.
And we're going to go to bottle number 2.
So I'm gonna.
Bam.
So this one, I get a very different scent when you're smelling it. To me, this has more. It's grass. It's more of a fresh flavor.
Yeah.
So I think there's more citrus in this one, where I didn't really get a lot of citrus in this one.
Got like tartness. You bite into a green apple.
Yeah, yeah.
You definitely get a lot more like dryness with it. Just off the smell.
Yeah. So this one doesn't have that same velvet that goes down. It's definitely, it tastes like it's a younger grape. I could be wrong. But it definitely has, it's beautiful too, but it doesn't have that richness
Yeah.
that's in this one.
I think this one definitely has more of a, there's definitely more of a tropicalness to it. Tropical fruits. What? That one definitely is like biting into an apple.
Yeah,
This one, there's more different flavors going on to it.
yeah. So if I heard you correctly, because I learn from you every time you do this, sounds like this one is the one from California, and this one must be the one from Seattle, or sorry, Washington.
Yes. Can you guess which one would you say price-wise?
You know, it's they're both good. Just because I like more of the body of this
Yeah.
than this, I'm sort of thinking this one's more expensive, although I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. This
Yeah.
one's the more
You
expensive
were right
one.
with the locations, obviously, because I cheated it. But
No. Well, I listened.
so, bottle number 1 is Chateau Saint Michel,
Okay.
which is out of the Columbia Valley.
We used to be a member of that one.
They're delicious. That's delicious. You can get them pretty much in any store across the globe. I think they distribute, definitely in America, they distribute all over. If you ever get a chance to go up there, the winery is beautiful.
It is.
And this one she's going to be shocked by because she's actually loves this company. That one was a Stag's Leap.
Huh.
That was bottle number 2.
Isn't that interesting?
And I think you know more about Stag Leaps than I do.
Well, are they both the same year? No. So this one's
one's
2015, that one's 2016.
So you're right on the grape.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would have. You always are shocked when you're trying different vintages because and usually with Stag's Leap, I mean that's something that their cabs are just amazing. They're rich and full.
Full flavor.
Yeah, and it's got a beautiful velvety finish. But it's still dry. So maybe that combination leaves it so that it doesn't taste like sandpaper.
True.
So.
But yeah. So how'd you do?
So I think I did. I think I did okay.
I think you did well.
I don't think I'm a wine snob.
No one said wine snob. I said wino.
All right, that's because I always
enjoys wine.
I do enjoy
wine. Snob
wine.
is saying I don't drink that stuff because it's not that. But I think when it comes to price, one thing people were asking if one's more expensive. A lot of times, if you look at the way of the business end of it, some of them are just less expensive because they may not actually, not saying anything about this company, but within some companies, they may be just less expensive because they're not the ones actually making the grape. They're not actually going through the process. They're just getting it from other company or other wineries, and then they have it made, and then they're just kind of the distribution person of it. So there's some companies that necessarily, like J. Lore, Stag's Leap, their ones, Chateau, They are the ones that are doing the whole process, which is why some of them may be
Excuse me.
more
Thank you.
expensive than other ones. So it doesn't really make a difference. One wine could be great if it's cheap. One wine could be great if it's not expensive or more expensive. The price can differ on a lot of things. It may not necessarily exactly be the wine unless that vintage is very, very limited.
No, and that's actually what I was going to say, because sometimes the cost is around how many barrels were made.
Yeah.
And, you know, if the less available and more demand, the more the price is.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm so happy we did this.
And then we will do the whiskey one next week. I wanted to do the Chardonnay one with my mom because she's the wino. Enjoy your wine and enjoy your night. Thank you for tuning in to the second episode of Sippin' Sunday.
Cheers.
Sippin' Sunday, something Sunday on the Food Talk Real Talk YouTube channel. See you guys next week.